Hallo miteinander, I'm Gesh86 and this is still Scarlet Weather Rhapsody. We're at about the same point that we were before. And we get to her next spell card. Wow, little Suika got big. Well, she may be huge now, but she's still flat as a board. And we finish her off with a simple fan swipe. Wouldn't think that would even do anything in that form. Now, this spell card isn't too tough, but I completely mess up here. It may not look like it, but you can always hurt Suika in this form, even when she's all misty. And doing that is a really bad idea. If you're blocking up there, you're just delaying the inevitable. And I'm doing the same mistakes again. Isn't that sad? So funny. She takes so long to go down if she soars up so high. Suika, that is. Knockout. So we move on to the final stage of the game. This is Tenshi Hinanai. She's pretty strong as a computer player, but it's still doable. Her spell cards, on the other hand, are not that tough. Different characters have different final bosses in their story mode. Tenshi is pretty much the easiest final boss. Suika is worse, and Yukari is probably the worst for me. Umbrella. Now this was an easy spell. The next one can be tougher if you're using a very slow character. But overall, if you're patient and you don't attack when you're trapped and instead get out of the way, you shouldn't have too much trouble. I was very slow in my reaction there, and that's one of those situations where you just need to flee. If you have big pillars on each side, just get out of there. We get to the second fighting phase. Her missiles aren't even that bad. More annoying are the red lasers that Tenshi sometimes uses, like that one. And these. And those, of course. Now, you might notice, but I really want another umbrella finish for this, and I get it. Another relatively easy spell card that usually is much smoother to tackle than this. I'm really silly here, as you can see. I'm getting my butt handed to me. But since this is a replay, I know that it will be fine in the end. That actually does a lot of damage, but I was almost out of health anyway, so it's not too bad. Always gotta keep away from Tenchi here. And we knocked her out. Or did we? I wouldn't be saying that if it wasn't over yet, would I? So this is her final spell card. It's not too bad, though it looks pretty epic. She changes up her pattern as her health goes down. Someone else who stole non-directional lasers. And I do some really silly mistakes here. Like that one. And the same mistake. I just don't learn, do I? Bam! That's a fat laser. As you might see, it engulfs you for a few seconds before it fires. So it's actually easy to anticipate. Now she's using dual lasers. And that was really stupid, but I still have a bit of health left. And that was really reckless, but funny at the same time. And that concludes the replay. This was the 1 credit clear for Yukari's story on normal difficulty. I'm Gesh86, and next time we'll return to Super Adventure Island 2. Bis bald!